How's everyone doing today? It's November 23rd, and we are getting some reactions, and we are dropping from yesterday. Market was tapping into just below 100,000 on Bitcoin, like just barely. I did want to speak about the liquidity heat maps and what they were showing. So, lagging up. Also, we did have PMI on Friday and came out good. The news came out good for the PMI. But I believe Thursday or Friday, I was looking at the heat map, the liquidity heat map, and noticed that there was a large amount of limit orders at 100,000 on Bitcoin. I don't know if it was this one or a different one, but a lot of people trying to short Bitcoin right at 100K. This isn't what. No. Sorry, this is not it. Why did that pop up with that? Hold up. That's weird. Anyways, I like to use coinglass.com. This thing is super helpful. Basically, you can read and see where the liquidity, aka the money, is sitting at and trapped at. And the market obviously is a magnet to liquidity. So even when you are, even like right now, for example, Bitcoin right at 97,200, tapped right into this little support right here. But I do honestly think, we could react here, but it's Saturday. There's not a ton of money flowing in. I think we're going to come down into this. But I think from here, we will shoot up higher. Unless for some crazy reason, miracle, we react to just this here. But I just don't. I'm not confident in that, but I personally do still have a trade open on Bitcoin. So we'll see. I might just ride it out. I might close it depending on which way I'm thinking. So yesterday, Ethereum, well, today too, today and yesterday, Ethereum started to wake up. And let me show you. I'm going to go to I'll go to the 1 hour just to, and for you that took this Ethereum setup I called out last Saturday, I personally closed it like here. I didn't ride it all the way to this, but as you can see, the channel's still so new, but hopefully maybe someone took this setup. But I have been consistently calling out trade after trade since starting this channel. But even before I started the channel, but obviously I wasn't putting it out there yet. So that's all I meant by it. Solana, on the other hand, I did just enter a trade, and we are going to see what happens with Solana. Just a small position on this, and I made a video about bitfunded.com, and this is now phase 2 of the challenge. I passed phase 1 in the first couple, or you have to trade for 5 days. So there's really only like 2 or 3 trades, I believe, that I took, but I held them. If you guys seen my previous videos, as you can see, let me zoom out and just show you. It's just been one ride after the next, and on multiple coins. It's not just, I've been calling them out. XRP. Oh, and by the way, that XRP trade that I called out. Yeah, I wrote it up to there, but that thing just kept going and going. And I'm gonna do a video about what's going on with all that. First, I want to do this market outlook one, just to update you, just because we are getting some decent movement in the market today, and trying to see if we can get some positions into some new trades. I'm not like super confident with this right now with XRP. May lower. I mean, gonna kind of sit this one out and wait. The only ones, I mean, I'm not really trying to take any more setups either. Like, I'm still in this, and I did jump into Solana just now. This red box, by the way, is just a big level of resistance on the daily time frame, and we broke above this now, so technically, I could actually definitely get rid of this too. I need to clean up sometimes on the charts. This is a major level right here, and I do want to fib this just to see. I will do it to here though. Well, actually, yeah. So honestly, if we could get Solana to like 237, 244 level right there, that is like the golden spot right there. Sorry, my dog's trying to chew up my cords. Chill out, buddy. Chill out. Oh. I think you guys all met him before already. Okay. This would definitely be like, I'm gonna get rid of this actually. I'm gonna get rid of that because now we broke above that, so technically this would all be support now. But if we could get in this level right here, I will be taking a mega position in here, because for one, the fib level, but also because the support in there. Remember, this is the 3 hour, 4 hour time frame. Okay, so this is on the higher time frame, and I go to the previous low. Let's see what it looks like then. I mean, it's a little bit off from where we were. It would be here technically, but that's fine too. But with using this high to this right here, you can see that where we are right now is a major level. So I want to show you guys the Fibonacci tool, okay? But before I do that, let me explain what Fibonacci levels are. So Fibonacci levels is Fibonacci levels are a technical analysis tool used to identify potential support and resistance levels in financial markets. The most commonly used Fibonacci levels are the 0023.6, 382, 5, 618, and 100. Here's the thing though. Fibonacci retracements aren't just for trading. Let me show you what I mean. This is in anything in nature, in I mean, this is something that was long before day trading, I believe. It's a sequence of levels or numbers, right? That I remember seeing this and showing that each leaf is a level, right? And here, Fibonacci sequence in nature. But the growing pattern. I I want to remember how I was explaining this for the nature thing, but looks at spirals of seeds in the center of a sunflower. You'll observe patterns curving left and right. If you count these spirals, your total will be a Fibonacci number. So it's crazy because Fibonacci sequences are like not just in trading. This is like literally in trees and flowers and nature all around. And I'm sure if you dug deep, they're in all types of different situations. I'm sure. Um, oh, architects. Sorry, couldn't think of the word architects. I guarantee Fibonacci levels and sequences are in that too. Um, they are pretty crazy how much you can spot them, and I'm going to show you how to use it. Okay, so check this out. What we'll do is we're going to go to daily time frame, high time frame. On Bitcoin, we're going to go from the high to this low. Now, what you're going to notice is a pattern, or you're going to notice that, crazy enough, look how I mean, this is just, it's not like I set this up. This is how the market moved, right? Now look at all the support and resistance and how perfectly they got spot on. So we'll start from down here. Rallied up to there, rallied, stopped, rallied, pulled back into the what was it, the 7-1, pulled up, pulled back to the 7-1, went up, broke the 786, tapped the 786, hit the trend line right there. 786, came up, boom, now we're sitting here, right? Same thing with what we just saw in Solana is we're actually in the 8.6 right now, the 886 level right this second. So what I'm saying is this could actually be a spot, but what I'm worried about is if Bitcoin breaks this, which it's like just right on the wick, and I'm pretty confident this is now going to pull back down. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Bitcoin is going to come into here, okay? Also, I wanted to say I'm going to do a full video on the bootcamp playlist that I have in my list of stuff. I've only done the one video on the orders and candlesticks, but Fibonacci levels will be a part of that boot. Don't worry. I'm going to go more in depth on it, but just wanted to like quickly show you a little bit of how it works. But if, yeah, this is the trade I took right here. I'm trying to take it to 75. And the cool thing too about Fibonacci levels, right? I'm about to go over. So we're going to go back to the daily, and I'm going to show you why. Because I was talking with my my dad the other day, and I got my dad into crypto back in the last bull run, and this is actually wrong. Okay, so the last halving, right? I went back and I wanted to do a little more research on the halving in 2020, what happened after the halving in 2020, and how long did it take the market to peak. And we're just talking about Bitcoin right now. We're just going on the big dog, Bitcoin. Just for fun, let's fib it from the bottom to the top and see how well that the Fibonacci's held up. Okay, so okay, and I'm going by this low, which is what, 3,900. Fuck. Too bad. Too bad I'm not holding Bitcoin from this level. But anyways, okay. I did start buying at least in the 18,000, 18,000, 20,000 range on this cycle. But anyways, I did get in the last cycle around like 10, 11, and then I let it just run. It was my first like real bull run the last time, and that's what like really opened my eyes to crypto, and I was just like, man, just fell in love with it. I mean, literally the last bull run, it was my first time. I think I only put in $6,000 or $7,000, made over 60 grand. I mean, I look at that now and it's like that's not that much money, right? But at the time, back in 2020, 2021, when I did that, not educated in what, I wasn't educated in the markets yet. I didn't know even half of what I know now. And I think just the whole experience was amazing. And I mean, shit, you're not gonna get that kind of returns in stocks. I mean, maybe once in a while, but it's very rare. But anyways, so we ran, made a floor, or we pulled up, made a floor for the 2.7. I mean, you can see that it broke up and came right back to the 2.7. Broke, pulled back to the 3.82, pulled up, broke the 5, and we did go kind of in between the 3.82, and that's why they do say like the 3.82 and the 5 and the 6.18 are like really key levels, because those are key levels always. Okay, but pulled up 6.18. You can just see that we just kept breaking above, pulling back to, I mean, look how it broke above, tapped, just barely tapped the 886, came down and tapped exactly on the 7.1. I mean, and then here we break, come down a little bit below the 7.1, but pretty close. And then look at this. Boom, finds its base at right in the middle of the 3.82 and the 0.5 zone. And that was like where, I mean, look at that. Boom, came back to it. Boom. And this is where it made its high, though. This is where in November of 2021, Bitcoin made its high at 68,934. So obviously we struggled here. We came down. We dropped what? Good 52%. Boom. Now, in that zone, tried to rally up again. Wasn't happening. This would have been a beautiful short position, because you would have, man. And that's the crazy thing about day trading. Like, buying and holding, investing is great, but day trading, like during the bull run, okay, cool. We're consistently getting in left and right, as you can see. Boom, 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 all the way up, right? And then when you get down to the top, or get up to the top, Okay, now we start breaking down. We're like, okay, this might be the peak of the bull run, right? And then you can just start eating on the way down too, because you're going to be taking, if you know what you're doing, you're going to be taking short positions left and right. I mean, boom, pulled, drop, pulled up. You could have took a short here. Could have took a short there. I mean, just every pullback. This would have been on a perfect, they call it banker block. I'll get into that another time. Pulled right into it and then really, really tanked, right? And this was because of, I mean, could have took that. You could have took that. I mean, you can eat on the way down. Remember, this is on the daily time frame. So these are just that little trade I just showed you. Those are large moves. But also the market did, I truly believe the peak of the bear market back in 2022 down to 16K, 15K, whatever. That would have never happened if it wasn't for FTX that crashed. That was the only reason I know for a fact that FTX, that's the only way that it would have dropped that low is because of that. I think, honest to God, I think our bottom would have been in the 20, 25, 20, 26 to 30 range, 30 something. I think that would have been our bottom. I think all of this, all of this would have never happened if it wasn't for FTX crashing. That put such a dent in the market that we've never seen before. It, but anyways, so I was talking to my dad and I said, look, from the halving in 2020 to the peak of the bull run, it was over a year. I mean, we're talking November 2021, we're talking May 2020. Over a year of running, right? Keep in mind, we did come all the way up almost to the peak, 64,000, dropped all the way down to 30,000, then came all the way up to 68. So really there was that first big wave up, which almost was the same as, I mean, it's only $4,000 difference peak. You could have sold here, like your entire bag. I mean, you gotta remember this is during COVID. There's so much going on in the world that, I mean, it would be hard to predict selling your whole bag right here, letting it come down, buying back in right here, and then selling it back up here. It's very hard to time it perfectly, right? That's why DCAing, dollar cost averaging on the way up and on the way down, is smart, because you want to be buying and accumulating down here, like when we're in the bear market, right? When we're touching the bottom floor, this is where you just start buying, dollar cost averaging, boom, boom, boom. And then what I meant by on the way up is, wait for your first big reactions in the market, but then you can start taking profits, boom, boom. And this is more on the buying and holding, investing level, not the day trading aspect. The day trading aspect, obviously, we can be in and out, in and out. I'm talking about your long term wallets. So, the next thing I wanted to bring up was I told my dad, let's just see how much did Bitcoin run from the halving to the peak. We're talking 1,500%. Keep in mind, there was a lot of money flowing into the markets. It was COVID time. They were shooting out. They were shooting out money left and right, right? But what do we got going on now in the markets is even more money being flown in than ever before, because we have literally the ETFs, we have China coming in, we have more and more people getting into crypto left and right. Now we have Trump saying that we are the number one. I mean, he's going all in on crypto for the USA. He wants to make us the number one crypto country. And I think a lot of other countries are going to follow suit to that. Believe me. So, what I'm getting at now is we, I wanted to show you guys using the fib levels and going over previous data, what could Bitcoin do this time? Okay, so what we're going to do, we're on the daily still. We're going to mark up May when the halving happened. So halving was what, like the 18th or 19th of May. It was right in this area, okay? So let's do this from, let's call it here. We're going to go up 1,500% and just show you what that would look like. I mean, it's literally insane, okay? So let's just say we did, I mean, it would put Bitcoin over $1 million, okay? I mean, I just don't see that happening this run. I see Bitcoin hitting $1 million, but I just don't know if it's going to be this bull run. The thing though is we do have a lot of money coming into crypto. And I mean, I was talking to my dad and I said, well, what if we just got, let's just say, a 500% growth, which is super realistic. I mean, you have to remember Bitcoin has never ran, I mean, less than 500% in a full bull run. So it's like, now we have more money than ever. Why wouldn't we grow 500%? Yeah, the price is higher. Yes, there's more money in Bitcoin and other assets, but I still believe 500% is doable. I really do. And that would put Bitcoin at $353,000. But you want to say, okay, that sounds crazy, whatever. Okay, let's go with, it was May. Let's just go with 290%. Bitcoin can easily do 293%. I guarantee that. Boom. 200,000 a coin. Okay? And so on and so forth. I mean, for people that have been in crypto, 290% on Bitcoin isn't that crazy. I mean, it's very doable, honest to God. But the other thing I was going to show you is when you use the fib, you also get these other levels. I mean, you can go into your settings like this and you can change whatever levels you want to use. So I like to also use these, which just, you know, from 0 to 1, obviously, and we got the 88, the 78, 71, 618, same, the main ones I went over. But I like to add on 3, sometimes 4 levels above the 1 and below the 0, because they make great take profit zones. When you're trading, you can look at this and be like, these could be solid levels in the market for it to come to, honestly. But like I said before, I will be doing more detailed video on the fib in the boot camp that I'm making on here. But let's check in with this. Okay, so we are reacting well. My trade could hit. Sui has been not performing too well, and I wanted to actually do this with you guys. let's just see. Actually, we got good news for Sui, it looks like. That's what's so crazy. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, wow. I'm not even. Can't believe I'm not following Sui yet on here. What the heck? I know I have. That's weird. Um, we're excited to partner with FTDA or FTDA. Franklin Templeton Digital Asset pretty invest in the Sui system. They're really just trying to get more and more people on board to build on Sui. And I mean, they are starting to even make Sui meme coins and looks like NFTs even. Huh. I mean, I don't know why. I knew this would be coming because Sui just, it's so quick, it's cheap, I mean, in a lot of ways, Solana is number one contender, to be honest. Ethereum's definitely not really a threat to Solana as of right now. It's just too slow. Transaction fees are too high. It's just not even a threat. So, bring on-demand oracles. I wanted to more so find out if there's any bad news for Sui and any reason why it hasn't been performing as well. Because, oh wow. Oh, cool. Actually, I'm in this meme coin Happy Cat. It's pumping, I guess, today. Anyways, let's go to Sui. Let's click on news and just see. So this is talking about Bonk, Happy Cat, Peanut the Squirrel. These are three meme coins that have been doing crazy numbers. I'm in Bonk and Happy Cat. I never got into Peanut the Squirrel. I wish I would have, but let's read this. So I'm just curious to see what it says. I know this isn't about Sui, but I saw this and volume also jumped over 25 million. Trend that can continue. Okay, this doesn't really. Oh, here we go. Look at this. VanEck just launched a SUI ETN on European stock exchanges, offering exposure to high-speed blockchain suited for Wow. Huh. I didn't even see this. Yeah, SUI is definitely one of my number one picks. Is definitely one of my number one picks. And okay. Just wanted to see if there's something in here, but it's all good. Don't know what Simon's cat is, but it's obviously going. So I'm also going to do. Oh wow. I'm in this one too. Okay. I'm also going to do a video today about why XRP, Stellar, and a few others are performing so well. And it has to do with, for some of you already know, the guy that is in the SEC, the Securities Exchange, that is getting booted. Trump's going to be getting him out. Well, he says he's going to resign, but because he knows he was going to be booted. So, the Democrats have been trying to mess with crypto with that guy, using him for a very long time now, and he is finally going to be gone. Thank God. Anyways, that is it for today. I'm going to wrap it up there. Just want to do a market outlook with you guys real quick, find some trade setups, and right now, I mean, I am in this Bitcoin trade. You could have jumped in that. Solana, I jumped in this one right down, like literally at the bottom of this right here, but I don't know what's going to happen. I took some smaller positions on it just to play it safe, trying to secure a lot of the money I've been winning in the past week. And there's part of me that thinks the market is just going to kind of slow down for the weekend a little bit. Really curious what happens next week. I just know that with Bitcoin, for example, I know for a fact there's a large number of people that want to try shorting it right at 100K, which is basically tapped. Obviously, we have seen that reaction. And I think also the other big part of it is there is a lot of retail and big investors and people that have been holding Bitcoin for, I mean, we're talking some 10 plus years, like, 10, 11 years, 12 years maybe. They've been holding and holding since, the beginning. And I think a lot of people and the mining companies that mine Bitcoin, I think they all took a large amount of profits at 100K. I think a lot of people told themselves years back, when Bitcoin hits 100K, I'm taking my money and running. But if they were smart, hopefully they only sold part of it, because honest to God, this is just the beginning of the bull run. We got a lot more to come. I promise you that. There's a lot more coming. This is just the start. I mean, for you that haven't been in a bull run before, it gets pretty crazy. It gets mind blowing. I mean, it already has been since Trump won, but really since January. I mean, when the ETFs came in, the market started really going, and we just had a long period of pretty much nothing going on, back and forth, sideways movement from the halving. And what's so funny is, like, a lot of people that haven't been in crypto forever, they all think that for some reason that Bitcoin at the halving, sorry, it's actually way over here that we were going sideways over here. Anyways, a lot of people think when the Bitcoin halving's coming, it's gonna just start skyrocketing, and that's not the case. Like, the Bitcoin halving happens, and it honestly does almost nothing for like 4 or 5 months. You know what I mean? Like, that's 90 days, 120. That's pretty common, up to even 5 months of just not really doing much, just going back and forth sideways, like this whole. I mean, that's what happened this time too. Look, it's just back and forth, boom, 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 but back and forth, not really going super far, right? And Trump on this bull run definitely helped get things to wake up and get going. There's a lot of traders and investors in fear of Democrats winning. That would have definitely had a whole different effect. This all would have been completely different if she would have won. I promise you that. I still think we would have had a bull run. I do. I think we would have hit 100K and go, I think we would have. But on election night, we wouldn't have gotten this crazy swing and continuation. It probably would have came down, to be honest, to like maybe here or here, and then we would have started pushing up probably. But let's just all be thankful we didn't have to witness that or experience that. And we got a great, great, great outcome. Anyways, have a good day. I will be posting another video in just a little bit, all about certain coins and Gary Gensler getting booted out of the SEC. Well, resigning, but we all know the truth. Have a good day.